right, folks, it's now 27 minutes on to the 7 o'clock. Oh, why? I almost said 9 o'clock. What's wrong? Yeah, it's good morning, Grenada. It's that time when we say good morning to you. Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's good morning, Grenada, for today, Friday, the 13th of March, historic day in Grenada's history. And to all those of you who were participants to that historic day, good morning. I know that your memories are being refreshed at this time, but you know, have a good day, yeah. And let's start this day as we always do. It's Friday. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for waking us up this morning and allowing us to experience another beautiful and blessed day. Lord, we pray that every step we take today is ordered by you. Thank you for your provision, strength, peace, and joy. May you place a hedge of protection around us, our homes, jobs, schools, and loved ones. May you continue to bless us financially and heal us everywhere we hurt. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And you know, once I say in Jesus' name, I must say good morning to Tone. Friday's blessings. Take a deep breath. You made it through the week. Gratitude is a must. Today, choose joy. Let gratitude fill your heart and peace guide your steps, no matter what lies ahead. Remember, God's goodness follows you everywhere you go. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And that's coming from Psalms 23 and verse 6. Good morning. Wow. 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time for us to head on to the March 13th quiz. And today it's very simple. Today being the actual day, it's a giveaway today. All right? And that person who wins today is going to get an extra special prize. That I can promise you. Which of the following was a slogan of the revolution associated with health and the reduction in cost of living? A. Don't drink Coke. B. Eat Grenadonalds, not McDonald's. And C. Eat what you grow and grow what you eat. Which one of those? I know someone is going to get it. Good morning. Welcome.
Eat what you grow and grow what you eat.
Good morning. Where are you calling from?
Tempe.
Tanti Marcy.
Yes.
You got through this morning?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Stay on the air. I'm going to take your information up there, right?
Okay,
Stay right there.
You can take all I own. You can even take away my life. But nobody can take away my Lord. Nobody can take away my Lord. I love him so much.
Congratulations to Marcia Maki. We lovingly call her Tanti Marcy from Tempe. Well, she was correct, right on the ball. Grow what you eat and eat what you grow. That was one of the slogans, most popular slogans that came across during the revolutionary period as it relates to health and the economy as well. They were all tied in, yeah? Eat what you grow, grow what you eat. Yeah. Congratulations. All right, folks, let's head into the word of the day. That word today is courage. Courage. C-O-U-R-A-G-E. Courage. And what courage means? Courage means bravery. Simple. Bravery. Yep. The will to do what you want to do. You being brave. Against all odds, you do it. That's the word of the day today, bravery. And here's how we can use that word in a sentence. It took courage to speak out. Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes we say that this person is shy,
I'm telling
and then you put them in a situation where they have to speak, and they speak out, and everybody listened. It took courage.
my Jesus from
Yeah, courage is not the absence of fear. Is what you do even when you're frightened.
Jesus. You can
It is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Let me say good morning to my people this morning. Yulin Alexander is with us. Mildred, of course. Michelle Bernard. Rita Williams. Joan Brathwaite Batson. Jillian McIntyre. Monica Mayrose Williams. Rita. Okay, we have Yulin Swan. Sylvina Charles. All right. And Petlin, of course, is always with us. Petlin, good morning to you. Good morning, Jennifer Colimo. Good morning to Erlin, all the way in the U.S. How are you doing this morning? Hope all is well. I was speaking with a friend of mine in Virginia yesterday, and he was saying, the day before it was warm and nice weather, and yesterday it was raining with ice, hail. I said, thank God for there's a place called Grenada where I don't have to worry about that. It's 21 minutes onto the 7 o'clock hour. Good morning, Desmond. All right, he's originally from Mount Carmel, but now he resides in Virginia. Good morning to you and your family. He says, I do not get the opportunity to listen to you live, but every day I go back and look at it when I come from work. Good morning to you and the bouncy little girl. Jam, who is also out there in Florida. Good morning, King Man. How you doing? Hope all is well. Nice. Dreams don't work unless you do. I love that. That's a motivational tip of the day. Dreams don't work unless you do. You've got to dream and you've got to work. Yeah, you can't just lie down and have a dream and expect when you wake up you're in this land of milk and honey. No, that's not how it works. You've got to have the dream, and then you have to work it. You got to work that dream, yeah. That's how it works, Lauren Salim, good morning, good morning, good morning. You all had a blast of a time yesterday with the opening of that bus stop in Plains in St. Patrick. Well, that's coming up in the news. Good morning to you, Captain Harris, man. Continue doing what you're doing. Grenada is happy because of it. Yeah, I know for a fact when I look at the reaction, the response from the villagers in Plains yesterday, I saw the pictures. They were happy. So on behalf of them, I say thank you, Captain Harris. Yeah, it's 19 minutes on to 7 o'clock. What's buzzing this morning? Eggies and Chief, good morning to you. They say I forget them. Peck and Cruz and everybody, all the guys up in Apritwood, good morning. All right, buzzing this morning, over 140 fishermen, they've completed a safety at sea training. We also hear that the government secures funding for ocean governance, and Captain Harris does it again. In the region, TNT government faces criticism over cost of online arrival and departure system. Internationally, bunker maker sees business boom due to Middle East conflict. And in sports, Javan Searles among 3 suspended for match fixing in BIM 10. These stories are coming up in the morning edition of News, Sports and the Weather. Kathy and Kenneth, Zuri and Solange out there in Sunshine State, Florida. Good morning. Sherry and Nichols, good morning to you also. Paula Paul, good morning wherever you are. Auntie, good morning. Winifred Hancock. How are you doing, Auntie? When you're making a pea soup and tell me come for some. That's the best pea soup I taste, right? Trust me on that. She has a way of, yummy, yummy. Why did I talk about that? Folks, I'm not seeing green peas anymore. I see Toyo has a lot on the trees going up Bellevue, but... Good morning, Mr. Whiteman. How are you doing? We'll touch base later, right? Yeah, JC Whiteman. It's 18 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Ahead to 2026, we're committed to elevating Grenada's presence on the global stage. Our integrated tactical focus includes media relations, travel trade engagement, sales activation, and digital campaigns. These efforts are designed to ensure visibility and establish leadership in our niche pillar marketing. We invite you to join us on this journey by supporting our initiatives and sharing the beauty of our tri-island state with the world. Together, we can make 2026 a year of growth and success for our islands. Whether you're a local stakeholder, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves Grenada, your involvement is crucial to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Let's make 2026 a year to remember.
The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division are coming to a community near you. That's right, our satellite offices are on the move, bringing services closer to home. No long travel, no hassle, just quick, convenient service right in your community. We'll be on location to help you with all your tax and vendor registration matters. Ask about tax refunds, file objections, check property tax balances, pay your taxes on the spot, and yes, you can even register for GTAX and sign up for the new vendors portal. Catch us at these locations: in St. George, at the Bruce Street Mall on Friday, February 27th and March 27th, at our Young Street office on March 7th and March 14th, in St. John on Friday, February 27th at St. Francis Street. We'll be at the Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew and at the Carrickoo District Revenue Office on Friday, March 13th. And on Friday, March 20th, we'll be at the District Revenue Offices in St. Patrick and St. Mark. All locations open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Longer hours, more convenience, better service for you. The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division's Satellite Office. Don't miss this opportunity.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Friday, the 12th day of March, 2026. In the headlines, over 40 fishermen completed safety at sea training. Government secures funding for ocean governance, and Captain Harris does it again. In the region, TNT government faces criticism over cost of online arrival and departure system. Internationally, bunker maker sees business boom due to Middle East conflict. And in sports, Javan Searles among the three suspended for match fixing in BIM 10 competition. Yay. The details to this and more right after these messages. Don't you go.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction
satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
My name is Dr. Abigail Noel, and I am the head of department at the Accident and Emergency Department. One thing I love about Mount Sinai is their spirit of collaboration. They came in with ideas that have transformed our department in real time. The implementation of ID bands for every patient that comes through the emergency department. That has decreased patient errors. They have implemented defibrillators on every ward. Thus far, 128 staff members have been trained in defibrillator use. The huddle system is basically small meeting with all team members. It improves communication between staff members as well as with patients. This transformation means everything to the emergency department and by extension the health system of Grenada.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM. Now, on the local front, more than 140 fishermen across Grenada, including 40 from Carriacou and Pidi Martinique, have completed an intensive safety at sea training program under the Unleashing the Blue Economy of the Caribbean, or UBEC project. The program focused on emergency response skills, including handling distress situations, engine failures, and improving ship-to-shore communication. At a ceremony at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium, participants received safety equipment packages valued at more than 8,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars each. Congratulations on that. The government of Grenada has secured $300,000 in funding from Compete Caribbean Plus to support a new initiative aimed at strengthening sustainable ocean governance. The project will focus on finalizing Grenada's national ocean policy and strategic action plan, while also improving offshore fisheries monitoring and compliance. The initiative was developed through discussions led by Climate Resilience Minister Kieran James, with the proposal prepared by Special Envoy for Ocean, Jerry Eno. Officials say the project will strengthen ocean management and marine conservation efforts with implementation support from the Inter-American Development Bank. The Consumer Affairs Office is hosting a Consumer Rights Day event today at the Esplanade Mall. It starts at 10 a.m. The public can look forward to free health checks and special addresses. The event is part of the global observance of World Consumer Rights Day on March 15th. This year's observance is being held under the theme Safe Products, Confident Consumers, and it will be highlighting the importance of product safety and trust in the marketplace. Today's events coincides with the second anniversary of the Consumer Affairs Office. To commemorate the milestone, the department is hosting a week of activities from March 9th to 15th aimed at educating consumers and businesses. And finally, in an interesting story, a nationalistic story, St. George's businessman Matthew Harris, popularly known as Captain Harris, has once again shown his corporate citizenry. Captain Harris has built and delivered another bus stop, this time in the village of Plains in St. Patrick. Harris has previously built 6 bus stops throughout Grenada. Present at yesterday's opening ceremony was a parliamentary representative, the Honorable Dennis Cornwall, along with multiple villagers. Harris, who operates the famous Captain Harris Guest House in Belmont, St. George, said that was the way he chose to give back to the country. Kudos on that, Captain Harris. And that brings us to the end of the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. As we turn our attention now to news from around the region, the Trinidad and Tobago government is under criticism for not disclosing the cost of the online arrival and departure system. We have more and this and more in this OCM News report.
Here is your OCM Regional News. I am Kyle Saunders. Good afternoon. In Trinidad and Tobago, government is under fire for its failure to disclose the cost of the arrival and departure online system. The criticisms comes from former Minister of National Security Marvin Gonzalez. The system was launched yesterday. Reporters questioned Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander for the cost associated with the new online system.
The Ministry of Homeland Security, and because of the security involved, we don't want to discuss the cost at this time.
Today, MP Gonzalez expresses surprise by the minister's response. He says once taxpayers' monies are used, they must know the cost. Mr. Gonzalez says he is at a loss as to why Minister Alexander cannot tell the country what was spent.
I'm taken aback because the cost for rolling out these systems could never be related to national security. This is public money that you are talking about. This is taxpayers' money that was utilized to improve a system, and therefore the government and the Ministry of Homeland Security have a responsibility to simply state that fact. What that has to do with national security. You see, there's a pattern, and that pattern has become a bad habit by both the Minister of Defense and the Minister of Homeland Security to use national security considerations so as not to account to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And this is just the latest example of their ridiculous behavior. There's nothing in this project, there's nothing relating to cost that cannot be divulged as a result of national security consideration.
He says the ministers under the national security cannot continue with this type of behavior.
Now looking further afield, since the war in the Middle East began nearly 2 weeks ago, the phone at Ron Hubbard's bomb shelter company in Texas hasn't stopped ringing. Foreign and U.S. clients are rushing to buy his bunkers, seeking refuge in case of air raids, nuclear fallout, and apocalypse. We've got more in this France 24 report.
Customers include celebrities such as social media influencer Andrew Tate, reality TV star Kim Kardashian, and Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg.
Would never know.
And right now, demand from the Middle East is on the rise. A customer calls from Dubai.
You want to prepare for the end of the world. Okay. And I'll have somebody come and talk to you as soon as possible, okay? We've seen a large spike since the war in Iran, primarily from the Gulf states, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, and the UAE primarily. Ironically, we opened our offices in Dubai on February 26, 48 hours before the war started.
Around 20 steel containers are ready to be shipped. Another 40 are currently being produced. Driven by concerns about the war, the company expects to achieve a higher turnover in the next 2 months than it has in the last 3 years.
A rather interesting story there. And that brings us to the end of the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights, they are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Well, the International Cricket Council, the ICC, has provisionally suspended Barbadian cricketer Javon Searles over alleged breaches of anti-corruption rules. In a statement on Thursday, the ICC said the charges relate to the 2023-2024 BIM 10 tournament in Barbados, which falls under the Anti-Corruption Code of Cricket West Indies. Searles previously played in the Caribbean Premier League for the Trinbago Knight Riders between 2014 and 2019. Now, two team officials, Shidrajan Rothad and Trevon Griffith, have also been charged and suspended from all cricket with immediate effect. The three are accused of attempting to improperly influence matches, encouraging others to commit corruption offences, and failing to cooperate with the investigation. And we will endeavor to give you a comprehensive report on the private primary schools athletics championship, which took place yesterday. We'll have a comprehensive report on that in our midday newscast, and also we'll start delving into the prospects of the various schools for Intercall 2026, which comes up next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, you know there will be live coverage, total live coverage right here on GBN. Thanks to all of partners for making it possible. Now, that has brought us to the end of the sports for this segment of the news, or this newscast. We'll have more sports in our luncheon newscast and our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Too close, you ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Stay in the ocean, spend it like they owe me. Gotta stay select, don't come around on me, better come correct. Different lives that we lead, I'm in.
The latest weather forecast. I'm happy to join forecaster Tricia Miller at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Tricia.
Good morning to you. Good morning to listeners of GBN. It's a partly cloudy morning here at the airport with some showers in the vicinity. Winds are from the east at 14 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 14.5 millibars, which is above the mean, and it's rising. Present temperature 24.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 85%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 29.5 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 24.6 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, only a trace of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA. This brings the total for the month so far to 12.9 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be mostly fair with a few light morning showers. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 30 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory remains in effect. Tides will be high around 10:30 a.m. and low about 6 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:17. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:15. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be mostly fair with a few light morning showers. From the Met Office, Tricia Miller.
Tricia, thank you very much, and have yourself a great weekend now.
Thank you, same to you.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
It's 2 minutes gone past the 7 o'clock, and to end the news, a recap of the headlines. On the local scene, we heard that over 140 fishermen completed an safety at sea training. The government secures funding for ocean governance, and Captain Harris did it again. In the region, TNT government faces criticism over cost of online arrival and departure system. Internationally, bunker makers' business boom due to Middle East conflict. And in sports, Javon Searles among 3 suspended for match fixing in a BIM10 or BIM10 tournament. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Friday, the 13th day of March. Historic day in Grenada. On behalf of the entire newscast, the news team, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive and safe day, a great weekend, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with us here at the network. Also to Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM, thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. Have a great day and a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602, 459-4325, or 416-8467 for further information.
Hello, I'm leaving the house right now. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Life gets hectic. That's why I registered for myaccount.grenleg.com and chose paperless billing. It was simple. I went to the site and clicked sign up. I then tapped find my new account number, typed in my old number without the zeros at the front, and got my new account number instantly. The new account number is also in the app under the Balances tab or at the top of any recent Grenleg bill. I entered my new account number and the total amount due on my most recent bill, then filled out the profile information and subscription sections. They sent me an email to create a password and sign in. And finally, I signed up for paperless billing. And now, everything I need is in one place. Myaccounts.grenleg.com and paperless billing have really brought me peace of mind.
The amendments to the existing Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act shall allow for the decriminalization of cannabis in Grenada. It permits the possession of up to 56 grams of cannabis and 15 grams of resin for individuals aged 21 and older.
The amendment allows for the growth of up to 4 cannabis plants per household for medicinal, therapeutic, or horticultural purposes. The amendment provides legal framework for the Rastafari use and cultivation of cannabis as a sacrament in registered places of worship and at exempt events.
Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act also mandates the expungement of past criminal records and the immediate discontinuance of pending court cases for minor cannabis offences.
The amendment replaces criminal charges for those aged 18 to 20 with mandatory rehabilitation and counseling, ensuring no criminal record is created for young adults. Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act centers on the decriminalization of cannabis and not full legalization.
For more information, kindly contact the Cannabis Secretariat at cannabiscommission@gov.gd. The Cannabis Secretariat, guiding responsible cannabis use and awareness.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 Jab Jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games. Grenada, listen up. This one hits different. On Saturday, March 14, it's going down at the Roy St. John's playing field in Tantine with Grenada Autofest. More than cars, go head to head with venting, antiques, and classics, bikes, jeeps, Land Rovers, and custom-built machines, all battling for $50,000 in cash and prizes. It's more than a car show. It's a family day. Look out for go-kart racing and bouncy castles, and we climax with Sakina and the Alpha One Band, plus a special surprise. It's Grenada Auto Fest, Saturday, March 14. It's a vibe you can't miss. Lock the date. Special thanks to our partners, Wagity Rental, True Blueberry Resorts, On The Spot Hardware, and all our category prize sponsors.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Claim your keys.
All right, folks, it's now 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time, I'm happy to join Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Sarge.
Yeah, man, to let persons know that it is a blessed Friday. We had a precipitation this morning in some areas, but it is a beautiful day anyway, and good morning again to all our listeners. especially the drivers and the pedestrians at this moment. And that is the time we let persons know what is happening traffic-wise around the trial and state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Fiji and Martinique, and most of the areas this morning. At this particular time, we know what happens as relates to the traffic. It's moderate to light traffic flowing everywhere, with the exception of St. Paul's, which is a little bit heavier, and also the Canadian Public Road, which leads onto the Toby Road, a little heavier than normal in most of the areas. But as we stated, most of the areas, traffic, light to moderate traffic in most of those areas. So drivers traveling around the road do not have any obstruction or any reported accident at this time in most of the areas. So if you're driving along the road, we ask that you still drive cautiously along the nation's road. As we dive right into the accident state for the past 24 hours, we had a total of 8 reported accidents. We have 1 serious and 7 minor accidents altogether. So we there as follows. We had South Police Station had 2 minor, Traffic Headquarters 3 minor, Grenville had 1 serious, St. Paul's 1 minor, Bertrove 1 minor. However, we had some slight injuries as a result of that serious accident, but however, the damages was a bit extensive. However, we trust that the persons who were injured seek the relevant medical attention and recuperating nicely as a result of the injuries. And that goes to say, while we drive on the road, tells a lot what happens as a result. So again, an appeal to drivers, and I want to make a special appeal to truck drivers. You have much bigger obligations along the road because you have a bigger vehicle to maneuver. And sometimes we observe and we get reports that these truck drivers tend to drive on the road like if you're driving a Pasto or an Ignis. Remember, you have a bigger vehicle and you require much maneuvering space, especially around corners and intersections. And most of the times you will take up a bigger portion of the road or even invade in other drivers' space. But sometimes these drivers, if they're driving a minivan or so. So again, I want to appeal to them to drive safely, drive cautiously, and remember to obey the speed limit. And also, you have to drive for the road condition that you are driving on as well. Please remind us, we just take a little dive over from accident and so forth, that we do have, we expect 2 cruise ships in our port, today. And we definitely know what happens when we do have a cruise ship in our ports. We do have more taxis out, especially in our hotspots, and persons walking, using pedestrians using the town of St. George's. So definitely, again, we expect to have a busy town today, town of St. George's and our hotspots, such as Anadil, Granitang, etc. So again, we want to appeal to drivers traveling in those areas to drive extremely cautious. It's, I suppose, I would expect to be a fortnight Friday, so we expect a bit of heavy traffic in most of our towns, etc. So again, drivers, you have a big obligation. And your responsibility is to make sure that our roads remain safe. The traffic department will do what we have to. However, we just want to let persons know as we dive right into the 8 o'clock hour, we expect the traffic to get heavier as well. And we encourage persons that if you have not left home as yet, to please do so to avoid the traffic rush and congestions. Work still continues in the Boulder Snow Corner area. So from 9 this morning, the roads will be traffic coming out from the Granatang direction will divert to the Buka and exit onto the Boulder Public Road. So you'll not be able to continue along the Vendom, Constantine, and to the Monkuma. If you're coming out from Willis, the furthest you'll be able to reach is that Monkuma Junction to head on to the Willis direction. And if you're going on the west, you continue. So please take note for persons coming out from that direction as of 9 this morning. And remember, in the night time, now as I continue with the works on the Carnage and Scott Street, where there will be cutting of the roads for the laying of pipes. So please be mindful that anything after 9 p.m., you would expect some traffic delay along those areas that we just mentioned. Persons, if you have not left home yet, please do so, because you'll definitely be late. And to avoid those traffic congestions this morning, while the traffic builds, as we know that it builds as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, and most times, sometimes up to 9 a.m. So that is your time where you leave home early or make the necessary traffic diversion as you travel, especially in the route or direction that you're heading. And that's all that we have for persons as relates to the traffic this morning. I just want to encourage persons to continue to drive safe as we head into the weekend. We know that most of our weekends are filled with activities, but however, if you're drinking or about to consume alcohol, make sure that you have a designated driver, or you get a taxi, or you call somebody to pick you up. That's all again that we have, and we ask the question that we normally would ask every morning, and with the exception, and more so as we dive into the weekend, if you are texting or doing any other thing else while you're behind the wheel.
Who's driving?
Yeah.
As simple as that. Who's driving? All right. Driving deserves and it requires your fullest attention. So if you're doing anything else while you're in that position where you should be driving the vehicle, then who's driving? Yeah. On the weekend when we sit to talk, we would ask that question differently. We'd ask, who is driving?
And sometimes you ask yourself as right before you go, even if you're doing a lot of things or you drink alcohol, who's driving?
Yeah, who's driving, man? Sarge, have a great weekend. Get some rest because the pace is building up. We have Intercall next week and everything like that. And we're actually heading into the festive season. I don't know if you've realized that. We've got Easter coming up. We have Intercall, we have Carifta, we have everything. And then Spice Mass starts kicking in already.
Absolutely. So as these events Easter is over, then Carnival lunch is right here.
So you have to get into your robotic mode, right?
it's already there.
Have a good one.
Ever come off of it.
Have a good one, Sarge.
You as well. Take care. Have a blessed weekend.
Have a great weekend. Folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we commence the conversation.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. With ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
The Ministry of Agriculture's investment of approximately $1 million in pineapple production is taking shape. The investment is set to significantly reduce Grenada's dependence on imported pineapples, as well as to lengthen the availability of the fruit throughout the year. Over 70,000 pineapple plantlets were introduced to local farmers from September 2025, with 48 large-scale farmers cultivating between 1,000 to 1,500 plantlets, while several small-scale farmers had the opportunity to plant quantities of 300 or 500 plantlets. The project also engaged farmers in 15,000 plantains and over 20,000 banana plantlets. 2 nurseries were also established at the Maribor and Grambras estate and 1 in Carriacou for the purpose of supplying planting material to farmers for the expansion of the project. Subsequent planting at different months of the year, in combination with artificial flower induction, will contribute to further extension of the availability of fresh fruit expected to hit the market by December of this year. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, enhancing Grenada's food and nutrition security.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, to life that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Hello, I'm leaving the house right now. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Life gets hectic. That's why I registered for myaccount.grenleg.com and chose paperless billing. It was simple. I went to the site and clicked sign up. I then tapped find my new account number, typed in my old number without the zeros at the front, and got my new account number instantly. The new account number is also in the app under the Balances tab or at the top of any recent Grenleg bill. I entered my new account number and the total amount due on my most recent bill, then filled out the profile information and subscription sections. They sent me an email to create a password and sign in. And finally, I signed up for paperless billing, and now everything I need is in one place. Myaccounts.grenleg.com and paperless billing have really brought me peace of mind.
All right, folks, it's 25 minutes after 7 o'clock, and let's have a conversation. It's Friday. What's happening? I want to say good morning, of course, to my dear friend, Miss Lydia Courtney Francis. Sometimes I seem to forget you, you know. How could I? Who does that? All right, to you and the family, of course, your husband, the children, and, of course, your extended family there at Grenleg, Miss Basque, Miss Slocum, Miss Greenidge, the entire Grenleg team. Good morning, always locked in. Good morning to the folks at Huggins, the main office. Is that the main office? Yeah, in Lagoon Road. Good morning to you, Mr. Buckmeyer, and the entire team. Good morning, Huggins. All right, and to all the corporate citizens that are locked into us on mornings, as always. All the sub offices here, there, and everywhere. Good morning. The buses on the road carrying passengers, precious cargo. Make sure you drive safely, and drive with UK and attention. Don't text, and drive. Okay, so this morning we have some time on our hands to have a conversation. Something that is bothering me, and I don't know how much people are paying attention to it, but that war in the Middle East, it's going to make life a bit difficult for us. It is. It's going to affect our livelihoods. Have you paid attention to that? As a nation, what do you think we can do as people, as individuals, to mitigate against the spike in prices that is going to come? Not might, it will come. All right? Let's start a conversation. Let's keep it as brief as possible. Good morning.
Thank you very much for taking my call.
It's always a pleasure.
Pleasant good morning to one and all. The war in Ukraine, the war in Palestine, the war in whichever part of the world, all Venezuela, all Cuba, all over. And my advice, well, Mr. Rolo had already said it. Imagine, Mr. Rolo does call himself a blind jackass. But anyhow, he still observed the idea of planting food. And this is what I want to say to all Grenadians. But I want to also say that I am very disappointed with the Ministry of Agriculture and this present administration, because I have been a farmer for all of my life. And I lost my foot because of burning charcoal in a coal pit. And today, the Ministry of Agriculture has refused to acknowledge. I have 3 acres of land, nutmeg and cocoa and all other food crops and whatnot that is going to, what I should say now, to the dogs. People stealing all my yams. This morning I heard on a different radio station somebody speaking about yams that are stolen and being sold up the road. People just taking advantage of me. All of my properties, wherever I have them, and people just taking advantage of me. And even the government who's supposed to be setting me up with the burial relief program, I don't know exactly what they are doing, but I would strongly condemn them, and I would wish them all the very evil for the next general election. Have a good day. People.
Thank you, caller. Folks, I was signaled that I need to take a break. I may just have an impromptu guest. Let's take that break.
The amendments to the existing Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act shall allow for the decriminalization of cannabis in Grenada. It permits the possession of up to 56 grams of cannabis and 15 grams of resin for individuals aged 21 and older.
The amendment allows for the growth of up to 4 cannabis plants per household for medicinal, therapeutic, or horticultural purposes. The amendment provides legal framework for the Rastafari use and cultivation of cannabis as a sacrament in registered places of worship and at exempt events.
Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act also mandates the expungement of past criminal records and the immediate discontinuance of pending court cases for minor cannabis offences.
The amendment replaces criminal charges for those aged 18 to 20 with mandatory rehabilitation and counseling, ensuring no criminal record is created for young adults. Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act centers on the decriminalization of cannabis and not full legalization.
For more information, kindly contact the Cannabis Secretariat at cannabiscommission@gov.gd. The Cannabis Secretariat, guiding responsible cannabis use and awareness.
You ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Me and the ocean, spending like they owe me. Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me, better come correct. Different lives that we lead, I'm in the night.
right, folks, welcome back to the conversation. I know you want to talk, but we have some talking here to do as well. I'm joined in the studio by a goodly gentleman, Mr. Emerson Theodore. He is the individual behind Grenada's Auto Fest, the inaugural Auto Fest. I was just I told him last week when he was here, I said this has to end up into a regional event, and already he's overwhelmed with sponsorship, so we have to look forward to 2-3 years down the line we bring in regional cars and automobiles here. Good morning, sir.
Morning, and blessings to you.
How are you doing?
And blessings to all the listeners. Wonderful this Friday morning, man. Wonderful, full of energy, the vibe, everything, it's just that going into tomorrow,
how are plans?
Wonderful. I think couldn't be better at this stage, one day before, and the responses on all ends has been good.
Okay.
From, as you mentioned, the sponsors, has been coming in, so that allowed us to even increase our categories, increase the amount that we are going to be giving away. So it was about 50,000. Now we have about $60,000 to give away in prizes, and cash and prizes. And so we have even more sponsors, as I said, to support us. So I mean, it's looking good. The response from the people the patrons has been very good too. So, we're expecting a pretty good turnout. And the response from the participants, people registering and getting ready to come to display their cars, that has also been wonderful.
Well, Grenadians, I don't know from since when they've adopted that style, but Grenadians, I noticed Grenadians have developed a sort of pride in their vehicles in different ways. There are those who like to see them clean. I know of a good friend of mine that if he washes his vehicle and rain falls, he'll leave the vehicle packed up and take the bus to go to Grenville.
Oh boy.
You understand? Good morning, Toby. Okay. And there are those that when it comes to the accessories, all the glare and the flares and so forth, they on top of that, those with the music
yes,
and so forth. So Grenadians have this sort of...
It's a relationship.
Yeah.
There's a relationship with the cars. Yes.
I expect it to be a good... But there is a sort of misunderstanding as it relates to the venue. I would like you to clarify that for us.
Oh, yes. For some reason... we are not sure what happened, but the event is at Tantine Blade Field, not Old Trafford. All right, so we're not sure how that messaging came around, but it's at Tantine itself.
I think it has to do with the actual video advertisement. I think it has certain depictions that sort of looks like Old Trafford. Yeah. Because I'll be very honest with you, right? I'll be very honest with you. When I looked at the video, that commercial, I was thinking Old Trafford.
Yes, for some reason, we don't know. It doesn't say it anywhere in the commercial directly, but maybe indirectly, as you said, it alludes to Old Trafford, but it's not. It's in Tantine, the main Tantine pasture, and it starts at 1 o'clock. Okay. All right, 1 o'clock is our start time, and it goes all the way into the evening. So there's going to be lots of cars, people displaying their stuff, food will be on sale, drinks will be on sale, and there's going to be lots of games, as we spoke about, for the kids, and the kids are going to have a great time. I'm telling you, your kids are going to have a great time at that event, coupled with the knowledge that they're gaining, because it's not just about coming and play. They're going to learn a lot about cars, and they're going to learn a lot about the history of cars, and the passion that you spoke about earlier and that people had is going to be transferred into the kids, the young people listening. That passion, the knowledge that they have gained, because one of our challenges is that knowledge is not passed on. Right? That's one of our big problems. So you grew up in a home, whatever knowledge is there is what you gain, and that's about it. You may go to school and meet with 1 or 2 people, and you're back home. So the knowledge, information is not transferred.
Do you speak patois?
No.
I'm sure your grandparents spoke patois.
But it wasn't.
My grandmother, when Miss Willis and Joshi and them coming around, and they didn't want us to hear what they understand.
They talk patois, yes.
They switched to the patois.
Yes.
So that is the same thing.
And that's the thing. I heard a little bit of it from my parents. They would say little words in patois, but not as much as maybe their parents who would speak it a whole lot more. And that's a lot of knowledge, information that has been lost. You know, I don't know if there still are people who can, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm trying hard to get a Creole session back.
Yeah.
Well, there are Creole clubs taking place. I've been by Frank. That guy he, as a matter of fact, has a book
on it.
Creole.
Okay,
so we're trying to resuscitate Creole. But we want to pass on all the knowledge, all the history on automobiles in Grenada.
Pass it on to this generation, because they have to continue. They have to keep the passion for it. If the passion is lost, we lose that piece of our history.
Yeah. Do you know who had the first motor car on the island?
Yes. I have I can't tell you the name, but all of that information would be passed on. You know, because that motor car, the first one came. I have the name, just can't remember. But it was called, when they came, people were saying that was the horseless carriage. A carriage without a horse. That was the name. A carriage. That was the first car that came, because everybody came out to see. You know, the horseless carriage.
Where I lived, I lived in Moya. That's where I was born, and then moved to Pearls itself. And I was told that when the first vehicle drove through Moya area, people ran. They see a house on wheels and they have fire. So these are the sort of history that we would love to get. I would love to see any one of you in the audience who would know exactly. Let's test you. You can send it via the Facebook page or whatever. Who brought in the first vehicle, the first car on the island?
I have the information. I have it. Yes.
So as it relates back to the event tomorrow, and I'm saying tomorrow, and it's like just the other day we started. But you know, this is one of the earliest events that I've seen promoted.
Yes.
You started promoting that since November last year.
Yes, we did, and we had to, because automotive is not like a show where you buy a suit and put on and go. You know, you buy a dress, you buy a thing, you know, you go to a show and that's it. Automotive is way different. So people need time to prepare vehicles, and that takes time. Getting a vehicle ready for a show takes time, especially the antiques and the older vehicles, you know, that needs even more time, even more preparation. So we try to give enough time so persons can prepare, you know it's coming, and not just drop it at them, you know, last minute, so that they just can get themselves ready, get their cars ready, and set for the event.
How did you come up with that idea?
The thing about ideas, they develop over a period of time from watching different things, you know. So it's a series of different events. You look at different activities that people have, you know, what succeed, what doesn't succeed, why it fail, why this one, you know, and you learn from it, you know. So this is how we were able to put this together, together with looking at the fact that I pointed out to you that we really want to preserve and resuscitate the passion for the antique vehicles. You know, we can't afford to lose it. So putting all of these things together, you know, different activities, we were able to come up with this overall idea. And someday somebody's going to look at it and see some areas that this event still, you know, could have been better, and, you know, and improve on it on something else. And that's how ideas are developed, by looking, observing, paying attention. Sometimes you see somebody, they're quiet and they're just observing, you know, but they're taking in a lot of information. They're learning from what they see. And so you use that opportunity to develop your package, and then, you know, we come out and we present this entire new concept of automotive show to the public.
All right. So folks out there who are coming to the event tomorrow, it starts at 1. It's at Tantin Main Playing Field. Right? That's Roy St. John?
Yes, Roy St. John. And I'm even worried because the name Roy St. John too, I'm thinking, is indicating, for some people, they think Old Trafford is Roy St. John.
No.
And Roy St. John is what I understand, is that main body of the playing field at the, you know, Tantin. That's it. So so that's where we are, in the bigger field at Tantin, and the event is there. 1 o'clock we start. The judging is going to kick off at it's key for the guys to be on time for your judging, because we're going to start the judging sharp. If you miss your judging time, that's it. We can't go back. So it's not the car shows we're judging are going late into the night, and so we want to get the daylight to get most of the best opportunity for the judge to judge your car in the natural light. All right, and so he can give a more fair, decision on which is the best car in that particular category. So we're trying to do it as much as possible. Some of the aspects are going to go a little bit into the night, but not too late, because remember we have Sakina and the Alpha One band coming on. Right? So that's going to bring the show down, and but throughout the event there's going to be a lot of information sharing, and so we really want we have to stress on the persons who are competing to be on time. Now, if you're just coming to display a car, that's different. We want you to be there early too, but you can come in at different times for display. But the people who are judging, you want to be on time, because you don't want to just lose out on $1,000 just like that, right? And then we have lots of categories, so you could go home with a couple $1,000 well if you win different categories. And then if you win different categories, let's say you win 2-3 categories, it would put you, not even win, but if you score high in the different categories, you don't even have to win. But if you score high in the different categories, it puts you in contention to win $5,000 overall winner. All right? Wow. So you get to take that $5,000 home as your overall winner. So, it really positions, persons can be positioned nicely, to take home some good cash and a trophy, your bragging rights. You have your trophy to show I won this category, and I could see the guys posting it up on their cars already, taking their photos, and social media. Yes, and we're going to have lots of content creators there too, doing videos and throwing it out so persons can see, the vehicles on display. Oh my gosh, listen, Innocent, there's going to be lots of beautiful cars there. Lots of beautiful cars.
I kind of, when I travel, I've been a few places, and I'm coming to realize that Grenada, I haven't seen a Lamborghini or so, but almost all of the cars you see outside is here.
You see them here.
The Tesla is here.
There's a Cyber here too. Yeah, it's coming in. They're coming in.
Yeah,
all the beautiful cars are coming. All the electronic cars are coming. Grenada is right on par. Right on par. And I remember years ago, traveling, and you would see some of the cars overseas, and whoa. But shortly after, Grenada came right up there. The cars you see here now, when I travel, I can see those cars, in other countries, and so we ride there. So we have some beautiful cars to display, beautiful cars. And as I said, people have such a wonderful relationship with their cars, man.
I wish I could do that. I don't have the patience and support to wash down a car.
Take care of it. Polish it, clean it up.
That cars and shoes.
Yeah, oh no.
That's my philosophy. Somebody wash it, fine.
No problem. Wash it, yeah.
I don't have the patience to go below and look for where the mud is. I wasn't cut for that.
No. I guess you have that wonderful relationship with something else.
Yeah, of course. Give me the pigs. I'll bathe my pigs for 3 hours.
Wow, lovely. Oh my gosh. So you're an old farmer, man. I love it. Good. Yeah.
I often say I prefer to be in the mountains.
Yeah.
And come down occasionally to interact with humans, but let me stay
in the mountains. Yes. Well, we have that in common. I'm an old farmer myself.
So let's get back as we wrap. So tomorrow, any specifics you want to pound on?
Yes. I want to stress a lot on the start time. 1 o'clock. We stressed a lot on the location, 13th, so we don't want to get that mixed up. We want to stress a lot on the persons who are competing. Please, you get there late, please, we can't help you, so the persons who are competing, you have to be there on time, and it is not worth reaching late and losing out on that kind of money. Remember, there's over $60,000 now. More sponsors have come on board. So it allows us to increase the amount of categories that we're offering, and so we have even more categories. We have things now we have added as best Suzuki Jeep modern and the best age Suzuki Jeep. All right. Okay. Yes. So you the modern Suzuki, the age Suzuki. We have things like best street Jeeps and best off-road Jeep. Okay. You know, yes. So if your Jeep looks off-road, so you could come with your old model Suzuki Jeeps, you're in a category for yourself. So you're not competing against anybody. The Suzuki Jeeps, the old and the new, age ones and new ones, you know, in 2 different categories: best age, best modern, best street Jeep, best off-road Jeep.
And I'm seeing Jeep is very popular.
Jeeps are very popular in Grenada. Jeeps are very popular. You know.
Someone says here, James Gordon Bennett Jr., a wealthy American newspaper publisher, owned the first car in Grenada, which arrived on March 13th, today, 1906. He brought the horseless carriage with him on his yacht, the Listrata. And during a Caribbean cruise.
Yes, that's the name. That's the name.
See how resourceful my audience is?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. I was James, and he had to have Gordon in it.
Yeah,
that's Gordon in it. You know, James Gordon Bennett.
Yes. You know, one day somebody told me the difference. Said there's Gordon and there's Godwin. Two of them.
Gordon and Gordon. Yeah. All right. Now, someone says, good morning. Would there be products on sale such as cleaning agents, fresheners, polishes, and so forth?
It depends on what the sponsors who have set up their tents to display. It depends on what they put out. Okay. So if they have decided to come with those items to sell, then you would have them available. But they will have sponsors with tents displaying their different items on the day and possibly also selling.
Right.
So that would be determined by the sponsor.
Another member of the audience says it's the Royce and John Recreation Ground, not Tantin.
Oh.
So the Royce and John Recreation Ground, it is located in Tantin.
Right. All right. Yes, Tantin is the whole area. Yeah. That is true. The whole area is Tantin.
Yeah.
So yes. And that plain field, the recreation ground. So when we say Tantin plain field, we refer to that. Front, yes.
Okay. I think he was a prominent cricketer or something like that.
Yes, something like that. Okay. I was told that he was instrumental in developing that ground. Put a lot of work into it.
Okay. So Mildred Smith says good morning. She says, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Mildred.
All right.
Morning.
Well, folks, just want to remind you that all roads lead to the Royce and John Recreation Ground tomorrow from 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it will go up to just about...
Maybe about 11, but it goes until, so we should go, when the band is finished. But, there's a lot of activities all the way through until the band comes on,
Special treats for children and everything.
Yes. I'm telling you, the kids are going to have the best time.
Yeah.
They're going to have the best time. They're going to enjoy themselves. So it's really a place that you want to bring them, You want to bring them out. To have some fun.
And my goddaughter is going to be performing Sakina.
Oh, lovely.
That's my goddaughter.
Oh. Yeah. So the music thing running in the family, man. Yeah, beautiful.
Her dad, do you know her dad?
No.
Psycho Bob that did that big song. Right On.
Really?
That's her dad.
I grew up on that song, man. With Radford. That tune was popping.
He should be as big as Snoop Dogg and so forth now, but bad management and marketing and so forth.
So yes.
That song should have...
He had tremendous talent, man.
Yeah.
That song could play now and I'd be like, that had a bounce in it,
That's
my goodness.
Her mom is Arlene. Her mom is Arlene.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Psycho.
Arlene, yeah.
Sakina was like this. Now Sakina bigger than me.
I love when I see those family legacies, where it's passed on.
Yeah.
I love that.
He doesn't sing that song anymore. He's now a man of the cloth.
Oh, he is, yeah. Okay.
Pastor Psycho. Good morning, Paul.
Yes.
Well,
very nice.
Mr. Theodore, again, I am not going to wish you because the event is already sellout, you know.
Not sold out yet. We still want persons.
You know,
please come.
It's a success. And my thing is, I want to look at that event 3 years down.
Yes.
Knowing that I told you that you should make it a regional event.
Yes.
When you make it that, I want to stand up and say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, and that's the idea behind the event. You know, so, you know, as you said, down the road, because already persons are asking us, those who have not finished prepared their cars and, you know, still getting ready, are already asking us to continue the events, you know, into the next year. So so you're quite right.
Yeah.
It's shaping up to be an event that will continue.
It's an annual event.
It's already
Someone is trying to reach us. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Welcome.
What are you doing? I hope this thing come out as I want it to come out. At the Roy St. John playing field tomorrow.
How you want it to come out?
Oh, excellent, man. This thing is thing we were waiting for a long time.
Nice. What time will you be there?
About 2.
Okay. We look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah, man. That's something we should have some Scrabble boards. I don't trying to play Scrabble long day, man.
Okay, Scrabble.
Scrabbles. Okay. Take that. We take.
I want to say something about Mr. Roy St. You know, Mr. Roy St. John was the Minister of Health.
He was a Minister of Health?
Yes, in Jerry time.
Okay.
But he had a doctor's inquiry after Gary and then became them fella and in tongue.
Okay.
So them fella confessing in the court that the mongoose gang man will beat them up. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the judge asked a certain man, he say, what? You know about the mongoose gang in Grenada? He say, yes. He say, who is the leader of the mongoose gang? He say, Mr. Roy St. John.
Okay.
By David and he trembling. He say, okay, how you know Mr. Roy St. John is the mongoose gang? He said, well, he is the Minister of Health, and he in charge of those fellas who does go on certain trap to hold mongoose. Jerry Lafford, in the first inquiry.
Okay, thank you for that piece of history they call it. Thank you. You see? Yeah.
Oh,
so he was the Minister of Health and he was responsible for the pest management control.
Yeah.
I mean, this conversation can go because I was reading the other day how the mongoose came into the region. I think they were originally from India. And Jamaica, who was one of the biggest exporter of sugar at the time with its sugar cane, they were having problems with rats. All right, and it was claimed that the mongoose fed on the rats.
Oh, right.
But it was a double jeopardy in that the rats are mostly nocturnal. Right, they you might see a rat in the day, but they move in the night.
Yes, yeah.
But so too was the mongoose.
Right.
So when the mongoose came now, the rats coming out in the night, the mongoose are in the day. The mongoose hardly run in the night.
Oh.
So their paths never really cross. So they had to look for other things to eat, and they started eating the sugarcane more than the rats.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
okay. That's interesting.
Very interesting.
That's interesting.
Man, bro, I want to wish you all the best tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
You know, you can have me as your errands boy tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
You know, and we look forward to AutoFest 2027.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you, and all the listeners. You know, chatting with you is always.
When AutoFest is over, you need to come up and tell us, do a postmortem.
How it goes. Yes, we'll do that. Okay. That's for sure.
Folks, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back to do the wrap on the conversation this morning. Don't you go anywhere.
Grenada, listen up. This one hits different. On Saturday, March 14, it's going down at the Roy St. John's playing field in Tantine with Grenada Auto Fest. More than cars, go head to head with venting, antiques, and classics, bikes, Jeeps, Land Rovers, and custom-built machines, all battling for $50,000 in cash and prizes. It's more than a car show. It's a family day. Look out for go-kart racing and bouncy castles. And we climax with Sakina and the Alpha One Band. Plus a special surprise. It's Grenada Auto Fest. Saturday, March 14. It's a vibe you can't miss. Lock the date. Special thanks to our partners, Wagity Rental, True Blueberry Resorts, On The Spot Hardware, and all our category prize sponsors. A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organized now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games.
The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division are coming to a community near you. That's right, our satellite offices are on the move, bringing services closer to home. No long travel, no hassle, just quick, convenient service right in your community. We'll be on location to help you with all your tax and vendor registration matters. Ask about tax refunds, file objections, check property tax balances, pay your taxes on the spot, and yes, you can even register for GTax and sign up for the new vendors portal. Catch us at these locations: in St. George, at the Bruce Street Mall on Friday, February 27th and March 27th, at our Young Street office on March 7th and March 14th, in St. John on Friday, February 27th at St. Francis Street. We'll be at the Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew and at the Carriacou District Revenue Office on Friday, March 13th. And on Friday, March 20th, we'll be at the District Revenue Offices in St. Patrick and St. Mark. All locations open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Longer hours, more convenience, better service for you. The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division's Satellite Office. Don't miss this opportunity.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
All right, folks, this is where we've got to wrap the program for today. It's been a pleasure hosting that program with you for the week. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it again together on Monday. Until then, be safe over the weekend. Remember, there's life after the weekend. Don't do anything over the weekend that you will regret eventually. And just be good. Be a better person than you were yesterday. That's all I endeavor to do. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye. The BBC's up next.